All right, beautiful people. We're starting off in a child's pose. So sit on your feet. You can have your big toes touching, okay, sitting on your heels. And your knees are either together or apart. You can kind of feel out how you want them to be. Go ahead and walk your hands out away from your knees and get your head to come down low. And we'll just take some time here to breathe. So take your time settling in. Big inhales. Big exhales. Finding a lot of extra space in your rib cage, in your belly. In your child's pose, okay, Sanskrit name is Balasana. Notice that your spine is this nice curvy shape. And the reason we call it child's pose is because it neutralizes the secondary curvatures in your spine. It erases your lumbar curve and it erases your cervical curve, which you're not born with. You develop those as you begin to move. And so allow each breath to kind of spread open your low back and get it soft and easy in the low back. Same thing in your neck. Allow each breath to melt out tension. Everything is soft and easy. Continue to slow your breath down and deepen it, and maybe even release any extra tension you might find hiding in your jaw. See if you can kind of hang it open, let it hang slack. Let your teeth and your tongue and your eyeballs be soft. Imagine your eyes sinking way back down deep in your head. And letting your forehead melt into the floor. And maybe you kind of smoosh your forehead around. You can kind of roll it side to side on the floor here. Smoosh it around. And from here, we'll start to move and flow a little bit. Reach your hands out away from your hips, but keep your hips kind of low so that your armpits feel really big and your chest feels big. And then grab the mat. Make it a strong grip, okay, in your hands. With your inhale, think of lifting yourself up to hands and knees. So hands and knees. Tuck your toes here. With your exhale, and press your hips up and back. Coming into a downward facing dog, okay? Now we're not super warm, so maybe you keep your knees really bendy. This is a really soft downward facing dog. And let's do that a few more times. Inhale down to your hands and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. That's all, okay? Plain and simple. Nice and easy. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, down dog. Okay, hopefully just getting a sense that the backs of your legs are waking up here. Shoulders are waking up as you lift your hips above your shoulders. And now let's make this a little challenging, okay? So next time you come down to hands and knees, see if you could not touch your knees all the way down, but hover them just off the mat. Inhale, downward facing dog. Okay. And then bring that hands and knees, hover. Downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Inhale, hover. Exhale, down dog. Okay. Keep it going, just like this. We're building warmth. Now let's see if we can make it a little bit more interesting, okay? Next time you're up in your downward facing dog, pause it. And then with your inhale, roll your heart all the way forward so your shoulders are over your wrists and you're in a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hovering hands and knees, remember that. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. You can drop your knees in a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we'll take a few more like this. Inhale, hover. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Let's do it 3 more times. Hover. Dog. Plank. And dog. 2 more. Hover. Dog. Plank. And dog. Whew, last time. Building some nice warmth. Hover. And dog. Plank. And dog. Nice. From here, bend your knees generously and walk your hands back to your feet. Let yourself hang here. Shake it out. Bend your knees as you traction out your spine, shifting your weight side to side. Try to release any tension that might be in the back of your neck by shaking out your heavy, heavy head and just letting it hang. All right, from here, we're gonna roll it up. So find equal weight in your feet. With your inhale, press into your heels, roll yourself up. Think of stacking your heart up above your hips and lift your hands. Exhale here, hinge at your hips, fold it all the way down. Palms touch the floor. Inhale and walk it forward to a plank. And exhale here, send it back to a downward facing dog. And we'll hang here for a moment, just breathing. So walk it out a little bit. Start to push the floor away from you. Push into your hands, push into your feet. Point your tailbone away from the top of your head and pull those elbows inward slightly. So you feel that your shoulder blades kind of slide down your back. Okay, we'll get into your legs a little bit more. So if you need a break, you can always drop a knee, okay? You can do anything we do from down dog on hands and knees. Then we'll get the right leg up and point that right toe. Imagine you have a big paintbrush on your right big toe and you want to draw a big circle with it. So big circles with that right leg. Nice and slow. Huge and smooth. Think of swinging the leg as far to the left, as far up and back, as far to the right, and as far forward as you can. Scraping the floor. And let's rewind it. Very nice. Okay, next time that right leg is up in the air, pause there. Take a big breath in. Think about leveling off your right hip with your left, right leg in the air, 3-leg dog. And with your exhale, send that right foot forward, plant it outside your right hand. And then go ahead and walk your hands over to the left so that you are in a wide leg forward fold. Okay, turn your heels in, toes out, bend your knees. And with one hand on each knee, go ahead and press yourself up. And I'll spin around to meet you. Okay, so here we are in a horse pose. And once you get up so that your hips are just about level with, or maybe slightly above your knees, we're gonna start to move. So extend your knees, reach your arms up, take a big breath in. And exhale, drop your hips all the way down. And we'll do this a few more times. Big breath in, come up. Exhale, come down. Again, inhale. And exhale. So moving here, make sure your knees are always moving away from each other. Keep that heart up high. Keep the hips nice and open. Let's do this 3 more times. 2 more. Last one. Come down and hold. Get your arms up above your shoulders and hold here. Pull your belly button back, point your tailbone down and forward and lift that sternum a little bit. Let your legs feel the effort here. Let your legs get warm. How about just one more big breath here? Nice. Go ahead and push the floor away. Extend your legs and pause. Take just your, your left toes. Pick them up and point them forward, okay, in the direction that you're looking, and then a little bit over to the right. So the right foot stays pointed to the right, and the left foot slightly points to the right, okay? Arms out wide here. We're gonna flow a little bit from here. So keep your legs nice and strong. You're pushing the floor away from you, but you're also pulling your legs inward towards center. With your inhale, go ahead and slide that left hand down your left leg. Reach the right arm up. Exhale here. Come through center. Right hand down the right leg, left arm up. Let's do that again. Inhale. Okay. Reverse triangle. Slide the left hand down your left leg. Right arm up. Exhale through center to triangle pose. Right hand down, left hand up. One more time like that. Big breath in. Reverse triangle. Big exhale. Triangle pose. Right hand down, left hand up. And pause here in your triangle pose. Okay. Breathe. Now please remember your options in triangle pose. You can put your right hand on your right thigh. You can bend the right knee a lot, okay? Or you can slide your right hand all the way down. Just make sure it feels good. You can even put your fingers on the floor if you like. But wherever you are, start to settle in. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Think about looking up maybe as you peel open the top side of your chest. And breathe. Okay, maybe thinking of pressing your hips a little more out to the side if everything's feeling okay and you want a little more. Okay, one more big breath in right here. And then we're letting it go. So bend the right knee, okay? Drop the hands down inside that right foot and pop up the left heel. And we're back in a lunge where we started. So let's come up to a 3-leg dog from here. With your inhale, right leg up and out behind you. Send it high. And exhale here. Drop the right foot next to the left. Walk it out a little bit. Okay, and let's just take a little vinyasa break in between before we go to the second side. So you're always welcome to take a break, and child's pose is a good place to do that. We'll meet in a downward facing dog, okay? But if you're up for a little vinyasa, let's go. Come along. Here we go. Inhaling here, find a plank, shift that heart forward. Okay, with your exhale, you can hop it or you can step it to your hands and fold. Nice bend in your knees, maybe. Inhale, press into your heels, stack yourself up tall and lift that heart. Exhale, drop it into your chair squat. Bend your knees, pull your belly button back, look up. Inhale, lifting back up to standing here. And exhale, hinging to fold it all the way down. On your inhale, come halfway up. Think of looking forward, extending your spine. And on your exhale, fold again. Think of hugging your legs here. Palms are down on the floor here. With your inhale, step it back to a plank pose. Remember, you can use your knees down. Or with your exhale, lower yourself to the floor. Inhale for a cobra. Point that tailbone down. Pull your heart up just as high as you want to go. And exhale here, downward facing dog, and we'll all meet in this down dog and walk it out. All right, walk out your heels, push the floor away. Refine this down dog every opportunity, okay? Pulling the elbows inward, spinning the heels so you can't see them, and lengthening your torso. And let's do the other side. So remember, you can drop your right knee if you get tired, okay? But we'll get the left leg up, okay? Circling out that left toe like a big paintbrush that you're painting circles with. Make them as huge as you can. No rush. All right, time to reverse it here, rewind. All right, the next time the left leg is out behind you, pause it there, level off your hips, and take a big breath in with the left leg in the air. Exhale here, send that left foot forward and stamp it outside your left hand. And then walk your hands over to the right here, okay? Toes turn out, heels in, bend your knees, drop your hips, and press yourself up to another horse pose. I'll spin around to face you again. Okay, so you show up in horse pose. As you're ready, you'll start to strengthen the legs, but move them out away from each other so the knees point away. And we'll take a few more. Stand up, reach up, and exhale, drop down. Horse pose, big breath in, come up. Big exhale, calm down. Okay, warming the legs, moving them around. Three more. Two more. Last one. Come down and hold right here. Get your arms up above your shoulders. Pull that belly button in strong. Point your tailbone down and forward. And could you lift your heart a little bit? Horse pose. So challenging, okay? Might be sometimes emotional, okay? A lot of emotion here in your hips and your legs. One more big breath in. And let it go. Push the floor away from you and extend your knees. Whew. And now we'll explore triangle pose on the other side. So keep the left foot like it is. Pick up the right toes and point them slightly to the left. Okay, so when you look at all your toes, they're all pointing slightly or very much to the left. And same little mini flow on this side. Go ahead and drop the right hand to your right thigh. Slide it down. And as you inhale, lift that left hand up overhead. Reverse triangle. Opening up the left side. And as you exhale, come through center and into a triangle pose. Left hand down your left leg. right arm up. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale into your triangle. Okay, Trikonasana. One more time. Big breath in, reverse. Big exhale, triangle. And pause in your triangle pose, friends. Breathe. Remember your strong legs. Push down into them and pull them in towards center. Pull that belly button in. Maybe look up. And remember, you can bend the left knee a lot, okay? Even if you can extend it, try to keep a little micro bend in it so you don't lock it, okay? You want to prevent that lock. Breathe in your triangle, allowing that whole right side to open up. Maybe if you're feeling pretty good here, you press your hips a little more to the right where you're looking out to. Okay, one more big breath here in your triangle pose. And as you exhale here, bend that left knee. We're coming down. Drop your hands inside that left foot under your shoulders. Pop up the right heel, and we're back in a lunge. Inhaling, send that right leg or left leg up behind you. 3-leg dog up in the air. And exhale, drop the left foot, downward facing dog. Okay, friends, good time to take a break in a child's pose if you need it. Good time to also fit in a little mini vinyasa if you want it. Come along, okay? Otherwise, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Here we go. Inhale, find your plank, heart moving forward. Okay, exhale here. You can hop or step to your plank and fold. Roll it up on your inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, drop your hips, chair squat. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold it down. Halfway up on your inhale, lengthen your spine to look forward. And big fold on your exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to your plank. And exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale for cobra, pull that heart up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take some time here, breathing, walking out your heels. Okay, friends, 5 or 6 long, slow breaths here. Just want you to really start to push into the floor, pull the elbows in, refine your downward facing dog. I like to think of a little suction cup in the center of each of my hands and each of my feet that is sucking up energetically away from the floor as the bones of my arms and legs push down. So use your imagination in the postures to bring them to life. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Inhale here, get that right leg up and out behind. And then bend the right knee. Big exhale, point the right toes to the left and pause right there. Okay, so pigeon, scorpion posture, scorpion pose. Can you drop the left knee and do this? Absolutely, okay. Wherever you are though, pull back on the left hip and look under your left armpit to see your foot. Wave to yourself with your foot. Okay, keep pulling back on the left hip and go ahead and drop that right shoulder nice and low. Could you lift the right knee even more? Breathe into your scorpion posture. Okay, you should be feeling some nice opening across the left leg. Okay, that left heel drops low. All right, with your next inhale, extend that right knee right toes up to the ceiling. And exhale here, send the right knee forward and plant the right knee between your hands. Drop the back knee and hang out here for a moment. Pigeon posture. Okay, take some time here with me. You can even come up on your fingertips so that your upper body is pretty upright, okay? You don't feel like you're falling forward, okay? Your upper body is upright. So there are some things we want to always address and refine in our pigeon posture before we settle in. And one of the first things is, are the hips level with the mat? You can check them out, get a visual. Is the back of the left foot, or the top of the back foot, so the left foot in this case, is it on the floor? Yes, the top of the foot is on the floor. And do you have enough opening in the right hip, or do you have too much? If it's too much, bring the right foot closer to your hips. You can almost sit on it. If you want more opening in the right hip, take that right foot away from you, but I wouldn't take it past your knee, okay? So once you've refined your pigeon posture, then you'll want to start to sink down into it. Walk down to your elbows. Let your head hang down. Start to let go, okay, of any tension in your upper body. But be aware here, we still need activation in the legs. So continue to resist the floor gently. It's not a huge strength that you're exerting, but a little strength against the floor. Maybe your head comes down. Continue to push that floor away and use your glutes here. Can you strengthen your glutes a good bit? Okay, take in your last long, slow breath here. Continue to push that floor slightly away. And then think of walking your hands back up and in by that right leg. And pause here. There's a little variation I'd like to present to you. And it's just an option. Feel free to stay here or walk your hands out and come down with your elbows and take another break if you need it. But here's the option I want to play around with. Okay, look over your left shoulder behind you. Look at your left foot. And then see if you could bend that left knee and point the left toes at you. And maybe stay right here, okay? Just hanging and playing with this feeling. If you're feeling pretty good about it, you can reach back with your left hand and grab your left foot. Okay, take your time. I would grab the inside of the foot here, so your palm would be coming to your left arch. And maybe this is enough for today. Okay, if you're feeling pretty spacious though, you can bend your left elbow and hook your left foot into your left elbow, okay? And then right hand can come behind your head for your left hand, and they can join each other. And then you can kind of play around with this big chest opening feeling, okay, allowing that left shoulder to open up. Okay, it's called a mermaid pose, just a funky variation. So give yourself one more breath to experiment here with whatever you were experimenting with. And then we'll come out slowly, kind of the same order that you came in. Dropping your hands down in front, under your shoulders. Tuck those left toes when they get back to the floor and hover the left knee. Let's see if we could come up to a three-legged dog with the right leg up in the air. So with your inhale, right leg up in the air behind you. Send it nice and high. Think of leveling off that hip. And exhale. Drop that right foot next to the left. Back in downward facing dog. Okay, just a little vinyasa in between. As always, feel free to skip it. Yogi's choice. Here we go. Inhaling, find your plank. Exhale to your hands. Hop it or step it and fold. Roll it up. Inhale. Exhale into your chair squat. Utkatasana. Inhale to stand. Lift that heart. Exhale to fold it and hinge it all the way down. Halfway up on your inhale. And then a big fold on your exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to your plank. You can hop it or step it here. And exhale all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Lift that heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're back here. Let's do the other side. Everything the same. Okay. Scorpion, pigeon, mermaid. Here goes. Let's get the left leg up and out behind and pause. Bend the left knee. Shoot the toes over to the right. And let's hang right here. So you probably feel, don't you, your left armpit lifting and your right hip collapsing to the right. Do the opposite. Drop the left armpit and pull the right hip back. That's where we want to be. And looking under that right armpit, could you see your left toes and wave at yourself? Hi. Breathe here. Okay. Push that floor away from you. Open up that left hip. The back of the right leg. Okay, with your last breath here, maybe extend that left leg up to the sky. And exhale, bend the left knee, shoot it forward and plant it between your palms. Go ahead and drop the back knee. And hang out here in pigeon with me for a little while. So stay up for a little bit, please. Let's do the same things here. We have some business. We need to level off the hips. Make sure they're level with each other. We need to put the top of the right foot, that's the back foot, on the floor. So we have an internal rotation in your hips. Okay, in that right hip. And maybe we need to move the left foot closer to make this more gentle in your left hip or left glute. Maybe we need to move it farther away. You're going to make that decision. When you've made all of these decisions, give the floor some gentle resistance with your legs. Fire up that right glute, okay? You should be able to feel it's on. And then walk your hands out. Come on down. So remember to keep the legs active. It's tempting to let them kind of fall asleep here, but keep them on the clock. If anything, let your upper body let go. Let the lower body stay on. Notice if keeping the legs at least a little bit active gives you some release in the right places, in your left hip, in your right hip. Maybe the low back is feeling too. Okay, pigeons. Start to walk yourself back up. You're still keeping your legs at least a little bit active. Okay, pause here. Now this might be where you'd like to stay. Always welcome to stay or take it back down to the floor. You might try bending that right knee and pointing the right toes at the back of your head. Maybe stay here. Maybe reach the right hand back and put your right palm on your right arch. And that might be quite enough. You can play around with bringing the heel closer to you to open up that right quad, or further away from you. Play around. If you're feeling pretty good about it, take the right foot into your right elbow, crook it in there, left hand behind your back, and your hands can find each other. Big breath here. Think of peeling open your chest. And remember to keep those legs active as always. Mermaid pose. Wherever you are, whatever you're working on, take a few more breaths. When you're ready to come out slowly. Try not to explode. Come out gracefully and skillfully the way you came in. Tuck the right toes, hover the right knee, and let's come up to a left leg, 3-leg dog. So inhaling here, left leg up and out behind you. Exhaling here, left foot down next to the right, back in downward facing dog. Okay, so just one more round of vinyasa. As always, yogi's choice to come along or rest. Here goes. Inhaling for the plank. Send that heart forward. Exhaling, hop or step to your hands and fold. Roll it up, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale into that chair squat, drop your hips and look up. Inhale all the way up to standing, and exhale, fold it all the way down. Halfway up on your inhale, look forward. And exhale, fold yourself, hug your legs. Palms are down here, and inhale back to plank. You can hop it or step it. Exhale all the way down. Inhale for your cobra, heart pulls up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take your last few breaths here, our last downward facing dog of this practice. Just notice how it feels. Push the floor away. Take up a lot of space in this posture. Could you take up even more? Lengthen your neck and draw the shoulders down your back. One final big breath in here. And then exhale. Go ahead and drop it down to your knees. Come on down. Okay, sit your hips out to one side. And find a comfy straddle, just something that makes sense for you. Doesn't have to be crazy. Comfy straddle. Okay, if it's hard to sit up tall and you feel like you have to lean back or you're kind of slouching, just bend your knees. Okay, makes it a lot easier on yourself. Okay, we're gonna play around a little bit and then we're gonna get a little bit stretchy. So take your right knee, bend it and pull it in, stamp it on the inner side of your left foot. Your left, your left thigh. Stamp it on your left thigh and then drop your fingers one on either side of your left leg. So I'm gonna ask you to do something kind of challenging. I'm gonna ask you to lift your left leg up off the floor. And feel free to bend the knee, okay? Feel free to, maybe it doesn't lift off the floor today, and that's okay. But I do want you to make that effort, okay? Do as if you're gonna lift the leg off the floor. So rest the leg nice and easy on the floor. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, lift it, okay? Exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, drop it, relax. Again, exhale, lift. Inhale, drop it, relax. We'll do it one more time, okay? Exhale, lift the leg. Now hold it here. Hold and breathe. Push through the heel. Flex that foot. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the leg softly and start to walk your fingers out in the direction of that left foot. And just pause where you feel your spine starting to begin to round, and pause it right there. And breathe. Heart opening out towards that left foot. Your spine is super long. With each inhale, your neck and your spine get a little longer. And with each exhale, think of pushing the floor down away from you. You can come down to your elbows if you like. You can drop your head, but keep that neck really long. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, push the floor down with your legs. All right, take your time walking your hands back up. Okay, and then from here, take your right hand out to the right and then look at the left foot and the right knee. See if you could line the right hand up with your left foot and your right knee, okay? And then use the left foot and the right knee and the right hand to press up to a supported side plank. And we'll take a little time right here. Push that floor down. Expand into that left side. So it should feel nice in the left side body. So you can stay right here, or I have kind of a funky little balance, back extension, hip and shoulder opener challenge for you. Try this. Try just lifting your left leg and just feeling its weight. Okay, it's pretty heavy. It's a significant percentage of your body weight. Pull your belly button in and firmly stack your left and right, your left hip and shoulder over the right hip and shoulder. Keep the belly button in and keep the stacked hips and shoulders. How about bending the left knee and reaching your left hand back for your left ankle, okay? It might reach today, it might not. It really depends on the day and it doesn't really matter, but go for it anyway. Pull that belly button in. And if you have the foot, start to kick it away from you. Remember to breathe. You can look down, you can look up, you can look anywhere you like. Belly button in, kick the foot. So notice the hips and shoulders have to stay level, okay, and stacked for this to work. Take one more big breath in here. And then let it go. Come out the same order you came in instead of exploding. Left foot back to the floor and spiral yourself back down to the seat that we came up from. And we'll switch sides. Come through a straddle, so extend that right leg out to the right. Okay, and then we'll take the left leg, bend that left knee, and stamp the left foot on your inner right thigh. So play around with that same little challenge here. We're gonna lift the right leg, okay? So do what you need to do. You can bend the knee, anything. Ready? Big breath in. Exhale here, hover the right leg. Inhale, softly release it to the floor, let it go. Exhale, hover the leg. One more, just like that. Big breath in. Big exhale. This one we hold and breathe. Push through the heel, pull back through the toes. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly lift the right leg back to the floor and take your time walking your fingers out toward that right foot. So much time. Close your eyes. Take your time. Your spine is long on your inhales. And you gently push the floor with your legs on the exhales. Long spine, inhale. Gently push the floor, exhale. Okay, watch the shoulders. Keep them away from your ears. Enjoy a really great release all across the back of your body here. Okay, that's where we're targeting, opening things up. Maybe your last breath here in your forward fold. And start to walk yourself back up and out of this. Okay, transitioning, taking your time to a supported side plank. Take the left hand out to the left. Line it up with your left knee and your right foot. Okay, they're all in a nice straight line. And then you can use the right foot and that left knee and the left hand to press up. Supported side plank. So you can enjoy this right side stretch here. It feels really nice to open up the right side. You can hang here. Or, okay, little funky challenge. You can lift that right leg. Just hold and breathe there for a moment. Okay, really getting the right side stacked over the left is crucial for this action to work. So belly button in, stack the right over the left, and then start to bend that right knee. Point the right toes behind you. Maybe the right hand finds the right ankle, maybe not today. But whatever you're playing with here, keep that strong stack feeling of the shoulders and hips and the belly button in. And maybe you start to push the right foot away. Remember to breathe, have fun, don't take it too seriously. One more big breath in here in this funky balance back bend. Let it go slowly. Extend that right leg and drop back down to the seat we just came from. Here, friends, you can extend all your legs out. Shake them out. And then reaching toward your feet, round your spine and roll yourself down in slow motion. Once you come all the way down, just rest. Take a moment, just mooshing your shoulder blades on the floor. And then bring your feet in by your hips so your knees point up. And just scoot your hips, just pick them up, scoot them over to the right so that your knees drop really nicely to the left. And then you can cactus your arms and look over to the right away from your knees. And we'll take some time just breathing here, friends, enjoying this nice twist. With your inhales, think of lifting your heart, your chest up and open to the ceiling. With your exhales, think of strengthening your belly muscles inward towards your spine. Taking your last breath here. And then bring your legs through center. Just pause for a moment and move your hips over to the left so that those knees drop to the right very nicely. And then you look to the left. Take some time just breathing here. Close your eyes down if they're not already. Notice your body has cooled down considerably. Your breath is slower. Your heart rate is slower. Last breath here, friends. Wringing out your spine, recalibrating it. Lift that heart. All right, bring your legs back into center and extend your legs. Extend your hands down by your hips here. It is time to rest. Let go of all control over your breath and your body. Just effortless, soft and easy, everything. Continue to soften your jaw and your face, your hands and feet. Notice everything happening right now. Notice everything your breath is doing. Every little body sensation you notice. Every little sound. Even your thoughts drifting by, acknowledge them. And then bring your awareness back to what is happening right now. So please take as long as you can to keep resting just like this. This is where I'll leave you for our practice today, friends. Thanks for practicing with me.